Welcome back, guys. Just gonna run straight down through these fields today. I'm a bit later than I was yesterday, so most of the sun's gone. A little bit cooler. Can't feel much wind, but I'm sure there's gonna be some further up when we get onto the more open fields. Probably just gonna do 3 miles, might do 4. Nothing crazy in distance. Just trying to keep it consistent each day between 3 and 4 miles. I won't be doing a challenge today or anything like that, just plain simple running. So let's get the first mile done. It's about 5 PM on a Sunday, and I do run on Sundays too. I run 7 days a week, every day. You don't have to. Some people prefer to run just a couple, maybe 3 or 4, which is fine. It's just every day works best for me. I find it more difficult to keep stopping and starting with a day off here, day off there. I find myself starting to make excuses. To me, having a day off is a bad habit, but that's just to me. You may be totally different, which is good. I'm just doing what works for me, which is every day. I started that way because I felt as though I wanted to get through the first stone or 14 pounds, however you want to put it, quite quickly. And I thought that the more I run, the faster the weight would come off. And I was kind of right. But obviously, without balancing your eating, and in my case, your drinking, it's all going to be a waste of time, no matter how many days a week you run. So balance is definitely key. So let's get this first mile done. I don't think I'm going to take you onto any of the fields, footpaths or trails today. Yesterday's video screwed me up a little bit because I was doing every time I stop challenge, I do 10 push-ups. I still haven't counted how many I did. I haven't had time to watch the video, but I saw it briefly when I was editing it, but I didn't count it. But I was guessing between 150 and 200 push-ups is what I did. Besides from getting lost, of course, I found my way back in the end. I was pretty shattered. It was quite warm yesterday. A mix of the heat and the push-ups and the fatigue on my legs made a big difference. So I'm a little bit more tired than I should be. So I think these hills, they're going to bring out the worst in me. Like this little one here. I can feel that in my legs big time. There's free snacks on this one. I must eat half a kilo of insect when I'm running. in the countryside, especially near all these hedges. Oh, there's a deer. Let's have a little look. A nice excuse for a breather. I'll point roughly to where I see it. Well, I'm not looking at the camera, so see it moving right over by the right, it's gone into the hedge. You seem to get plenty here on this bit. It's very, very open here, and there's plenty of little forests and high crops, so they tend to linger around the perimeter, and then the later it gets in the day they start to come out. Alright, that's enough cheating. Let's see, where are we? Nearly a mile. So, just make sure it's not measuring kilometres there. Oh, well, that was a quick mile, wasn't it? Oh, well. I managed to fix the Strava app. I'm having trouble with it the past couple of days. I couldn't. Oh, excuse me. I couldn't get it to track where I was or how far I was going, which is pretty useless because apart from the time, that's very important to me where I'm going and the distance, and also at the end gives you the calorie breakdown, and that's obviously after you put in your profile, your stats and things like that. But it's a good little app, Strava, if you want to check it out. It's very popular. You can get it on the Google Play or the Apple Store, depending on what device you've got. The free version is just as good for what I'm doing. If you want to go a bit further into the statistics and options that the app has to offer, literally all you do is sign up to one of the little memberships. I can't remember the prices or anything. This isn't an advert for the company. I literally know nothing about them or anything like how much the memberships cost. I don't think it's expensive, but I just use the free version, and that gives me my location, how many calories I've burnt, lets me put in all my stats, height, weight, age, experience, things like that. But it's a good little app, and it will measure your distance too, and things like that. Speed, tell you average speed, how many miles you're doing, how quick. You can get all of that on the free version, so don't be tempted to dive straight in and pay a membership, because I always find it's better to test these paid apps on the free version first, because literally, other than Strava, all the other ones I've found are just a cash grab. They're trying to get money off you. You can get a lot on Google Maps for free and Strava, but I'm running into some shit here. Where am I going? I was on a path, now I'm in some long ass stinging little grass, whatever. Here we go, on the edge of this field here. Well, I said I wasn't going to go through any fields. I don't know why I've come this way. We'll go straight round back onto the road, see what that does for our distance. 1.25 miles. Not feeling too bad. My legs are definitely tighter because of all the push-ups and stopping and starting yesterday. And I ended up pushing myself to run a little bit faster and longer than what I should, because I didn't want to have to stop for the push-ups. So it definitely worked in making me run more focused and for longer distances without stopping. Mind you, tell a lie, the speed, if anything, was probably slower, especially towards the end, because when I get towards the end of a run, it's generally between the 4th and the 6th mile, my legs feel like they belong to someone else. So I was definitely slowing down because I was running for longer without stopping. Just didn't want to stop. After about 100 push-ups, I was really feeling it on my legs because of the not wanting to stop, obviously. I didn't like those push-ups much. Generally I only do 50 push-ups a day, unweighted, just standard on my hands. I don't use the grips, I don't do fists or anything fancy, just straight push-ups. I'm definitely going to be doing some more challenges like that. Maybe body weight squats every time I stop, or maybe some pull-ups if I can find something to do it off of, but that's going to be more fun than a penalty challenge. Yeah, I'm not feeling too bad now, I've warmed up. Must be going downhill here slightly. Not going too fast, nice and easy. Down this looks like an alleyway. Just something that runs down past the fields, or through the fields rather. The wood yard. Nice little setup he's got there. Always gear. Probably won't like me coming past filming it, or I probably wouldn't like someone coming down here with a camera looking at all my stuff, but this is a public passage, so I won't look too much at what's going on. There's something to be aware of. Last thing I want is hostilities. It might make me run faster. A couple more flies for the diet. Right, this time we're gonna go right. So remember on the way back, these bins with gardens around. Because yesterday I got well lost, like a brat. Sounds like he's got a rifle there. I know what he's shooting. I think I'm definitely, yeah, I hear it. Pops. Might be the guy that owns them sheds there. I think I'm going to avoid that alley now. Going down there filming all his stuff. Walks out of a rifle. Not good. Alright, yesterday I came to here. Yeah, yesterday we came up to this main road, if you could call it that. And I said we'd come back and cross over. Let me just make sure this is the right one. You got Loddon to the left, Mundham to the right. That's how you pronounce it. No, this wasn't it. Because there was literally a road going that way, which I don't see now. There's definitely things going and coming here, but it doesn't say public. So I don't think we'll be going on it. I think what we're going to do is stand in the road walking backwards like a pro. Oh, I'm going to go now. I don't see much. Let's get along here. I can see a left up there. It looks like it's quite quiet. Just check the Strava app to make sure distance 1.7 miles. I think we're going to get away with 6 miles today, because I'm feeling quite energetic, strangely enough, because I've nearly done 2 miles already, and usually it feels like it takes forever. So either I'm moving faster or there's something wrong with this app. Look at that, look. I'm sure you can see it there. That's what it's saying to me. What do you think? There, look. 1.74 miles. Now I was walking for about 3 minutes before I started the video. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think that makes a difference, does it? 3 minutes walking. We'll see. Let's try for 5 or 6 miles today. A little boost. See how we get on. I'm just gonna keep checking on my camera and make sure it's rolling. Yes. Now, this doesn't say public footpath. Shit. I'll carry on a bit. I'm just going to keep my eyes on the road here for a minute. Especially on these bends, because the cars fly around. I don't want to turn into a pancake. Ah, public footpath. Here we go. It's a bit rickety, doesn't it? Whoa. Plenty of space here. And we can go around this. It looks quite far. Whew. Must be at least 3 miles around there, 4 miles. More. I can't tell where the end is properly. Let's see how far. I'll go to 3 miles max. Is that a bat? Car stinks out there. I'll go to 3 miles max and then turn back. That'll guarantee us the 6 miles at least. It'd be nice if we could go all the way around this and then back. We'll see how I feel. I'm feeling cocky at the moment, so I'll soon change once I get tired. Kicking myself then. Not too hard, this ground nice and soft. I haven't really got my trail running shoes on. Just standard Nikes here. Not sure if you can saw that. But it's very dry, so it's not slippery or too uneven. Much more breezy here once you get to the centre, or side centre rather. Keeps you cool, at least. It's a slight hill there on my left, so the wind is pretty one directional at the moment from my right. Otherwise it would probably be a lot windier here. You definitely get strong winds around these parts. whether it's sunny or raining, snow, always got that wind. I like to call it something else, but I promise I'm not going to swear on videos anymore, so I'm shit out of luck. Whoops. Oh man. Yeah. It might not be that far onto the end already. So it shouldn't be more than a couple of miles around this. Oh, I'm going to take a little 10 seconds here before I get too carried away and collapse. Just want to slow my breathing down slightly. Nice deep breaths. There we go. I feel much better now. Problem is I've got to start running again. I could quite comfortably just walk the rest of the way. What do you reckon? Come on. Right we go. Sorry about the boring greenery. I know it's quite the same, isn't it? Every time I keep going around fields and stuff like that. It's not very interesting to watch, but that's the best I can do at the moment. I'm concentrating on getting my weight down and documenting it rather than content. I'm sure that will come eventually once I find some new places to run, new things to do. Consistency is what I'm trying to stick with at the moment, and we'll see where it goes from there. Ooh. Yeah, legs are starting to hurt. I think his ground's a little bit more uneven. Feels like I'm running on sand slightly. I've got to be careful not to overshoot the side hedge here, otherwise I end up in another field, because it looks like it goes into another open field there. Hold on a second, my legs are killing me. Oh. Okay, that's enough. I can still see how unfit I am. 4 pints of Guinness a day probably doesn't help. And the wine and everything else. I definitely need to try and cut back on that. The trouble is when it's hot, I tend to drink more. Obviously, I don't like to quench my thirst in the evening with anything but beer. As ignorant as that sounds, it's just something I've always done. Nice cold Guinness. Sometimes I feel as though if I drink water before that, then what's the point of enjoying the Guinness? You may be different. That's how I feel about it. But I do enjoy Guinness, and I do drink about 3-4 pints a day, but never more than that. But that is 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 10 years a decade. in every decade since, I don't know, probably the year 2000. That's a lot. It's not tremendous. I don't have break days, you see. Plus, anywhere from, I've told you all this before, but I'll say it again. Example, where am I going? Look, see, waffling, going down a different path here. I'm just saying, I drink quite a bit of wine as well. Used to be a litre a day. When I was abroad especially, sometimes two, and a lot more beer. But I seem to have things kind of under control now, where I don't go over drinking half a bottle. Sometimes it's a bottle, can't help it, especially if it's good French wine. I like Burgundy, it's my favourite. Bordeaux's okay, a little bit dry. But there isn't many wines I haven't tried. I'm 47, so I've had a bit of time to taste some wines. And I've been around Europe a bit, so I know the shit from the good stuff. I don't mind saying so myself. But at the moment, my drinking is a lot of my calorie intake. You could say almost half. Which is pretty stupid to say I have it under control, because obviously it's not under control at all. So it's not that I'm deluded. Oh, it's a little deer there, like, there we go. It's not that I'm deluded about it. It's that I like it. Ow. I didn't like that. Ah, fuck. You got a stinging nettle there. Oh. But eventually I'll try and... Oh no, I'm not going to try at all, am I? I'm full of shit. I'm probably going to keep on drinking like that for the rest of my life, let's admit it. It can only get worse. Let's be honest with ourselves. So we've done the field all the way around. Quite a big field. Not tremendous in size, but definitely a large field. Let's see how many miles that's done. We entered at about 1 3/4 miles. We're on 2.6. So, not very much at all. I thought it would be at least 2-3 miles. Shows you what I know about distance. Ooh. Not even a mile around it. Mind you, we're not finished yet. Yeah, it's going to be more or less exactly a mile. Which will bring us to 3. So really the sensible thing to do is to turn around, go back round that way, and then back the way we came, and that would be the 6 miles. But that's a little bit boring, isn't it? So technically I need to go half a mile in another direction, half a mile back, and then go back the way we came, but eradicating this field, leaving this field out. Only turn right, eh? Actually, let me get a little thumbnail of that, if you don't mind, sorry. Whatever I have to do. Legs are okay. That was a little bit tougher that side. ground was softer, more uneven, so my legs are throbbing, but let's go. No, we can't go back, can we? Half a mile this way now. We was coming out to do 3 miles, 4 miles. I don't know how we ended up doing 6. Shit happens. I'm usually trying to talk myself out of doing more, or even doing normal. I really didn't feel like coming out the door today. I think that's why I've left it so late. I mean, I was busy. I was busy editing yesterday's video, and I tried to try and get a few shorts out of that too, so it does take time. I do it all manually. I don't run it through any of them, what do you call it, AIs or anything like that. Because I find you miss bits, and it's quite obvious to people what you're doing anyway. Not that it matters. If that's what you like doing, people like it. But I do my edits manually. I use CapCut. I use a paid version, but you can do quite a lot with a free version too. I think we're going to go up to about where the sign is. I don't want to dick around on this road for too long. I've not got any yellows on or anything like that, which I probably should have. I mean, I've got bright white shorts on, but the black top probably doesn't help. So just up to where this house is, and then I'll turn around and get off this main road. At least I can hear the cars coming from way off, so I tend to just stand well out the way rather than keep running, because you never know who's behind the wheel, if they've had a drink or something else. Just stay well out of the way, especially the cars that are coming from behind. I think you're supposed to run on the side of the oncoming traffic, right? Now I'm right. Let's just check. Oh, why is it doing that? Just checking it's still recording there, because my app says it's not. I think it's just reconnecting to the camera. Right, we're turning. We're going this side. There's a bit of greenage there. What's that place? There we go. So, now we're going back. Going to take a left up the road we came just before the field. Take us back where we came. Should be roughly, I don't know, lost count, 2-3 miles. We should be between 5 and 6 miles today, which is good. Further than yesterday, but yesterday took ages because of the stopping and starting for the push-ups. Yeah, I thought I'd be much more tired than this. Oh. Oh, mate. No blackberry bushes here. Nothing on them. Oh, there's a few few old ones there. You can't see that though. Geezer on his bike. Ghosted me. Ghosted me. Suit yourself. Just trying to be friendly. Oh. Here comes the bike. Probably do look quite a plonker. This camera on my forehead. I don't give a shit. My app isn't liking this for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on. Just hope it's still recording on the camera. There's nothing more frustrating than wasting your time. I'm just going to check a second. I'm not going to go anywhere, turn it off, but I'm just going to pull this thing off my head and have a look. Okay, it's still going. Hat's fallen off and everything. I'll still do. Right now. Sweating quite a bit and it's slipping off my head. My hat out the way. Oh no, we definitely came. Yeah, we came from down there, didn't we? Because we were looking for a public footpath. Back we go. Right across over there. This camera's going to start giving me the hump now. Stop it. If it goes slightly slanted, you have to excuse me. Feels straight. That's all I see. Only thing is, the position I've got this band on this head camera now is pushing my eyebrows down. I look a bit retarded. So, getting funny looks from here. Hold up. Good up. Yeah. There we go. Right, the top half of my face has melted down into my jawline. Stop slipping, you know. Right, that's okay there. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have the Frankenstein look. It was left here, so this is the road we came out of anyway. Should remember to turn left at those bins. Oh, I've got to lift this up. I can't look like a total retard here. Oh, let's try that. I'm sitting on my fucking nose now. Right, 1 second, I've got to sort this out. Drive mad. How it's become loose all of a sudden, but it has. Now, you stay there. Okay. Right. Let's see if I can get On we go. That'll do. It just needs tightening, that's all. It's got like an elastic band that goes around your head and over the top, around the back. 3.6 miles. Here's the left we want. I've been running for 46 minutes. I've been running for 46 minutes. You've been sitting down watching me. I've got the chickens. Now, I don't really want to come back down here, do I? Film this place. Looks like we're gonna. I'm just trying to keep my head down a little bit. Like I said, it does look like I'm just snooping about with a camera on my head, filming all these stockies going, whatever the fuck that is. Pardon my French. Hope you can hear what I'm saying because the wind's hitting me head on. I'm too tired to talk clearly or quite loud enough. Yeah, this is slightly uphill. Legs are feeling it. Camera's sliding all over my head. Just seeing out one eye at the moment. Let's adjust this. That's better for now. Yeah, this is the hill. I'm gonna try and push through this hill here. Put them legs out a little bit. Because I'm supposed to be doing some sets of squats today. But I've left them out because last time I did that before I ran, my legs were extremely tired. I mean, I only did 30 squats, but I had 20 kilos on my shoulders, which is still light, but then I've run 5 miles and I felt that. So I'm clearly not that fit yet or strong. But I'm aiming for it. So hill done. Oh, this is a bit, yeah. I'm not going to stop. I came down here in the winter. Did the same thing, didn't stop, kept sprinting along here and I managed to sprint the whole way. Nothing groundbreaking to you, but for me that was pretty quite an achievement for my weight too. I was probably still 17 3/4 stones, 17 and a half. I hadn't really sprint run. I mean, that must have been for a good minute, 2 minutes. Hadn't done that in years. Just gonna stop to readjust the camera again. Sorry about that. It's pissing me off. That's it. I think the problem was I had the strap down the back of my neck and it was pulling it down at the front. Let's try that. Bug City here. All this pollen and stuff. Flies coming and going. This hedge here. Oh. Swallowed that one. One up the nose. Bastard things. That one hit me in the eye and went in my mouth. I was like a blue bottle or something. Oh, flavoursome that one. Legs are starting to feel it now. I mean, we're up to a good 4 miles, aren't we? So that should have been what we did today, just the 4, but we've gone on to do 6. Just feeling frivolous. Okay, so off this field, back along the straight for about a mile on the lane, and that's our 6 miles, or just under. I'm going to try and run for as long as possible without stopping now. So this is usually where I have to push myself quite a bit, because I really feel like stopping. My legs do anyway. Still got loads of fat on the top of my legs and my butt, and obviously my belly and my hips is plenty, and the rest is sort of just distributed evenly around the joint. Ah, yeah, right in the eye again. Ah, that one stinks. Yeah, fuck it. Fucking flies, I hate 'em. Straight in my head. Yeah, so that's where that last 3-4 stone is hiding. That's not hiding. It's blatantly there. See it, feel it. But I've lost 3 stone already, so what's another 3 or 4? Currently at 16 stone. Tad over. Looking to get down to 13, or maybe 12.5 if I can. Get my body fat down as low as possible, which is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, with how much I drink. The 4 pints of Guinness a day and the wine, the bottle of red wine, makes my job more difficult. But I enjoy it. I enjoy drinking. I don't drink to the point of collapse. I only drink with food. Yeah, it's even worse, isn't it, for your weight, but this helps, obviously. So although I'm running 4, 6, 10 miles a day, you'd think the weight would be coming off quicker. That's why it's not. I mean, I've probably lost 3 stone in 6 months. To most people, that's probably fabulous, but I've always found it very easy to lose weight if I just don't drink. It tends to just fall off me, especially if I run. And I think that's the same for most people. Let me just check I'm recording still. Yes, I am. Start waffling for too long and then it just goes up. So that's why it takes me so long. I need to cut back on that alcohol, but I enjoy it too much. I'm going to keep an eye on the battery because it's going for nearly an hour now, and I know these batteries like to give up after about an hour. Oh, we're still going. 51 minutes. Let's see if we can last. If it goes off, I'm definitely going to swap the battery. Not going to do any cheating. Make sure you guys know that I'm finishing. I'm not slacking off because my battery goes. Take my hat off now, it's getting on my nerves. I think it's going to go. I'm going to be at least another 10 minutes here. What I'll do is, if we get to the 6 miles, let's have a look. Oh, we're only at 4.5. It's going to be just... Uh-oh. Got this little fella out. He's probably dead anyway, but the car comes along, he's definitely going to have no chance. There's a little bumblebee in it. Off you go. Come on. Get off. Go on. Come on, walk. Boy. Yeah, so we're going to be just shy of 6 miles, I think. 5.5. Probably about 5.5 miles. So I'll keep going. If the battery cuts off, it cuts off. I'll change it. Sorry, the bee put me off. Probably trying to get to the other side of the road and I just messed it up. Gonna start all over now. Keep this rhythm going. Alright, so the battery did go. I've swapped it over now, so the last half a mile, or just under. Much more breezy now here than when we first started about an hour ago. We've managed to do 5.5 miles in the hour, so not terrible, not too great either. I'm still very unfit and still getting used to the running a decent amount of time in a decent amount of distance in a decent amount of time. up here on my day. There we go. Oh, a little bit cooler now. And it wasn't baking hot today. It was definitely warm. So we're coming up for about 6:30. In the evening, of course. Coming up to the point we started at about an hour ago, and that'll be it for today. So we aimed for 5 or 6 miles and we got 5 or 6 miles. I was supposed to do only 4 or 3 even, but we decided to do a bit extra. It was that field that did it. Legs are starting to feel very tired now. Just give them a little bit of an extra push. Seeing as it's the last straight, yeah. We'll just get to this bend, this gate, and that'll be it for today. So, another 5 miles. Another achievement bagged. Very tired legs. Oh, just make sure if you're trying to lose weight doing the same thing, try and stay consistent with it. Don't let yourself get carried away. All those excuses. Get your ass outside and run or walk or whatever it is you do. Achieve your goals. Take it easy. Bye bye.